If you don't subscribe, this rosy maple moth might give you a visit. Life is full of surprises, some good, some not so good, stated by Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria. He was a Colombian drug lord and narco-terrorist who was the founder and sole leader of the Medellín cartel. He was born on 1st December 1949 and became the wealthiest criminal in history. Today we have some rare pictures of Pablo Escobar. Watch till the end to find out if he was hated or loved. Childhood photo of Pablo Escobar. When he was a teenager, he stole tombstones and sold them to contrabands for resale. In early 70s, Pablo Escobar worked as a thief and a bodyguard. He also allegedly kidnapped and ransomed a Medellín executive for $100,000. By 1975, Pablo started developing his narcotic operation and flying his product into the United States. In this picture, he is with his famous pilot Barry Seal. Escobar met Maria Victoria when he was 24 and she was only 13. Maria's family didn't approve of their relationship, but the couple would remain together until Escobar's death. Escobar married Maria Victoria after dating for 2 years in March 1976. She was 15 when they got married. A year later, in 1977, they had their first child, Juan Pablo. That same year, Escobar was briefly arrested, at which time this famous mugshot was taken by the Medellín Control Agency. Escobar's cousin, Gustavo Gaviria, was his most trusted man and the financial head of the Medellín cartel. During a trip to Las Vegas in 1980s, they posed as Old West gangsters in a stage photograph. Early 1980s, Escobar and his son watching television in their newly constructed house, Hacienda Nápoles. Hacienda Nápoles was the luxurious estate owned by Pablo Escobar. The estate covers about 20 square kilometers of land. The ranch includes a Spanish colonial house, a sculpture park, a zoo, a private airport, a bull ring, and even a kart racing track. Escobar and his son in their private zoo, which contained antelope, elephants, exotic birds, giraffes, hippopotami, ostriches, and ponies. The leaders of Medellín cartel were frequent visitors of the Escobar family. At the height of their power, they controlled 80% of the global coke supply, which brought them approximately $60 million per day, $420 million a week, $1.8 billion in a month, and roughly $22 billion in a year. He used to spend more than $2,500 a month on rubber bands to tie his money together. About $2.2 billion worth of dollar bills were nibbled by the rats every year. His citizenship card. Escobar had an affair with TV reporter Virginia Vallejo. She became one of his most precious confidants. She was the first journalist to get him in front of camera and enjoyed the spoils of life in the world's most powerful cartel. But later, their affair came to a dramatic end, and so did her celebrity life. In 1982, Escobar successfully ran for Congress in Colombia as part of a larger strategy to prevent extradition to the United States. He was natural at public relations, and he worked hard to cultivate his Robin Hood image, and frequently distributed money through housing projects and other civic activities, which gained him notable popularity among the locals. Escobar was a fan of football and spent millions of dollars into the Atlético Nacional team based in Medellín. Pablo Escobar with his associates during congressional campaign. This was quite a change from his gangster life. But the election victory brought to light of Escobar's criminal activities and his history of murdering police, judges, and politicians. Escobar and his son during a family outing. In the early 1980s, Escobar and his son in front of the White House. Back then, Escobar frequently visited USA with his family. In 1984, Escobar couple welcomed their second child, Manuela. Manuela became her father's princess. When she asked for a unicorn for her birthday, Escobar brought her a horse and stapled a cone to its head and wings to its back. In 1985, Escobar funded the M19 communist guerrillas for the assault of the Colombian Palace of Justice. Attending a football match. Sleeping Pablo Escobar. Escobar with his son during his final years in another family gathering. Pablo Escobar died in a shootout on 2nd December 1993. Using radio triangulation technology, Colombian Special Forces located Escobar after a cellular phone call which was placed to his son. His family and more than 25,000 people attended his funeral on December 3, 1993. For many in the working class of Colombia, Escobar remains a hero. In this picture, a resident of Medellín lights a candle in prayer on the 20th anniversary of Escobar's death. Pablo Escobar was hated by the world but loved by his own people. And that's all for today. I'm Tanvir signing out. Take care.